transforming a dull business into an engaging one attracts customers. Take the restaurant industry as an example. While it demands hard work and dedication, it can yield profitable results amid stiff competition. Meet Hajjat Fauzia Nansubuga, commonly known as Hajjat Rahim Foods.
Rahim Foods started a long time ago, 2008, that's when we started. Although by then there was no social media. It was there, but it wasn't much.
A standout figure in Kampala's restaurant business. By embracing the power of social media, she has breathed life into the seemingly everyday task of cooking, turning it into a captivating enterprise.
We started in social media. Usually when they eat, they also come and tell others on the social media. So now it's all over.
In this video, she walks you through the journey from conception to a flourishing restaurant business.
If you want to make a business successful, you have...
Now you may ask, why should I pay attention to Hajjat Rahim Foods? Well, just like many others, she embarked on her restaurant journey with a dream and no customers.
Hello, hi everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to make Halal chicken.
However, with countless hours of trial and error, she crafted an effective strategy leading to one of Kampala's most successful restaurants. With a TikTok following of over 1 million and 300,000 on Facebook, her track record speaks for itself, making her insights invaluable.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Kareem. So right here, I want to meet Hajjat, the Hajjat behind Rahim Foods. Please guys pray for me so that she can accept to give me the interview. She's a busy woman. I'm just praying that she really allows to give me the interview. I mean, I'm quite inspired. As you know, Rahim Foods are everywhere in town. And not to mention the main one in Legend. So I'm really quite curious to find out the story behind Rahim Foods. Everyone gives it a 5-star rating. So I really want to know the story behind Rahim Foods. Guys, pray for me so that you can accept to give me the interview. Inshallah. Hello everyone, Ramadan Kareem. This is a Ramadan episode, and of course it's going to be an exciting one because as you can see, I'm in a spacious living room with a spacious lady, and she'll be telling us a lot about what she does. To make a successful business, it takes a lot of hard work, but also it takes a lot of determination. But when it comes to food, it takes warmth and love that you use to serve your customers. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
So this is Call Me Freedom's YouTube channel, and we are so eager to hear from you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh viewers. I'm Hajjat Rahim Foods, but my full name is Hajjat Fauzia Nansubuga. Usually most people call me Rahim Foods because it's a business name.
When did you start Rahim Foods, and where did the idea of Rahim Foods come from?
Rahim Foods started a long time ago. It's not new. It's like 20 years back, 2008, that's when we started. Although by then there was no social media. It was there, but it wasn't much. I started it because I loved cooking. I loved food so much. That's the reason why I started it. Okay. Because I loved doing cooking.
Just remember what I told you. When it comes to food, it's all about love and warmth. So where did you start from?
From Giant Arcade. That's when we started, where the restaurant started from. We moved to New Tax Park, but the branch is still there.
So I'm imagining you are this mother, you're having responsibilities, and then you have to go and open a business, which is also demanding. The business of food is quite demanding because people every day they are eating. How was the journey like?
The journey was a little bit challenging, but the challenges, they come, you address them. You have to spend some time. That's when also the growing wasn't much. But as the kids also grew from childhood to adults, we started joint business. So they all came and helped me out. That's when we started growing more bigger. Because I was alone, now it became a team. I was the decision maker. I had to cook, I had to serve, I had to do everything alone. So the growth wasn't much. Since when we became a group, then that's when it started to be well known. Although it was there a long time. Most of you, I think, know it like 5 to 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Hajjat, let's
her children help her or join in the business. And these are graduates. Some of us, when we graduate, we think of having office jobs, but going to school, it doesn't mean that you really have to do what took you to school, especially if there is a chance for having generational wealth.
This is our table 5 sit-downs.
Okay.
For example, you have a birthday party, you have like a nikah,
Okay.
baby shower, you can
Okay.
handle each year for like a number of people, like 50 number of people,
Okay.
you can handle each year.
Okay.
So we have other places around this side.
Guys, what I can say is the place is quite cozy. Actually, like it's mentioned, it's a party place,
It's
right?
not only for place, but
Table.
can sit here. Even if you are alone, can sit in this place, can utilize this place because we are here to provide good service. We are here to make you feel comfortable at Rahim Foods. Mostly it's used for small parties.
Okay. How different are you doing things now?
Social media has made us the people are aware. Usually when they eat, they also come and tell others on the social media. So now it's all over.
There are so many restaurants around Kampala, very many of them, and I did a video about the best restaurants in Kampala. What sets you apart from the rest of the restaurants?
The way they eat, the way they sit. That restaurant welcomes family. Usually the other one, they don't. It's like a home. When you come, it's like you are sitting in your living room. With your kids, they can play around and you enjoy together. Sometimes it's not an outing for two only, it's an outing for family. It unites family. And the way they eat on Lusania, that's what we thought about, that if you eat together, that food you never forget. It brings a love between people since they are eating together on one plate, and you never forget that. And the thing you say on that platter, sometimes you can remember the rest of your life.
Do you want to tell me that it's you who brought the idea of Lusania in Kampala?
That Lusania thing was a long time, because at home we used to eat on Lusania. Even the Baganda, they eat on Lujuriro.
Yeah.
So they ate together. Also they discussed things there, though the restaurants were eating on one plate. Because I remember when I started, one person came along and said, I offered to them to eat together. It was a family, and they said, you don't have plates around. I said, yes, we have plates, but since you are family, I thought you can eat together. Because we were using it at home on Lujuriro, and then I brought it forward in town. I think maybe I was the first one to introduce it in Kampala. That's what made me special.
Some of you are not familiar with Lusania. In the African traditional society, we sit down on the floor and we share food. Your mom serves, maybe the father may sit on the table, but usually all of us sit on the floor. So can you imagine bringing this concept in the urban world where we are? When was the last time you ate with your kids at the same plate? That's what sets Rahim Foods truly apart. What's on the Lusania?
Depends. If you want local food, we put there local food. If you want junk food, then we put junk food. If you want a whole goat, we do a whole goat. If you want a turkey, we put a turkey. Chicken, depends on what you prefer.
So it's an immersion of everything on the same plate.
Lusania.
What's happening in Ramadan right now?
We have a prayer room. Some who are fasting come early and they pray, they read Quran until the time of breaking the fast.
You have
But
special packages during Ramadan?
Yes, we have Ramadan Special.
On Ramadan Special, this is for one person at 40k. I can see there is rice, there is matoke, there is sauce, there is chicken, there is avocado, there is juice, there is tea, there is mandazi, we call it mahamri in Swahili. I want to run a successful food business here in Kampala. What do you tell me? Which advice do you have for me?
Usually, any business, when you want to start, you have to first like cooking, love cooking. Otherwise, if you want to start a restaurant for business and then you don't love it, you won't get anything.
Very important.
So, and then another thing, customer care. There are many things that goes around with the business, but usually number one is loving that business.
Okay.
It's the most important. You have to work together. With cooking, it's not alone. If you're alone, sometimes you can walk lower distance, but if you work together, you can walk a long distance. So it's the coming together, understand your co-workers and they also understand you, then you'll be successful. What makes me, I think, more international, because I bring what we used to eat at home, local food, and then combine it with this English one, and then the creativity, social media, they also come together, and then that's what becomes successful.
And that brings us to the end of this amazing journey with our Hajjat Rahim Foods. What I've discovered is that most of us, we eat food as health. We eat to live. Some people eat to, they take it as an adventure, and some use it as a social activity. And I think at Rahim Foods, it's a combination of all of that. You eat food as a social activity because you're eating together as a family. And how lovely is that? Thank you so much for having me in your living room. It's beautiful here, guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.